Okay, class, today we're going to continue with the place value chart, and we're going to mainly talk about the place values, the value of them, and the decimal place values. So I told you before that we're only going to go 3 places to the right, which is tenths, hundredths, thousandths. I also told you that anytime there's a place value that's to the right of the decimal, it's going to end in THS. So as you see, all of those to the right of the decimal ends in THS. We remember from the first video that this first period here is called the ones period. The next period here is called the thousands period. And the next period here is the millions period. I'm just going to write an M. So we have the ones period, thousands period, and the millions period. This is the billions period. I went ahead and showed you this far, but we don't have to really talk about the billions in 5th grade. You just need to know that ones, tens, hundreds place is in the ones period. Thousands, 10,000, 100,000s is in the thousands period. Millions, 10 millions, 100 millions is in the millions period. Each period is separated by commas. Then to the right, there will be a decimal, and these are parts of a whole, these numbers, and all these numbers here are whole numbers to the left of the decimal. So anything to the right of the decimal is part of a whole. Okay, so on this chart, we are going to talk about the value of a digit. So anytime you move to the left of the place value chart, your numbers are getting bigger. It doesn't matter where you start. If I start at the thousandths place, if I move to the hundredths place, that is bigger than the thousandths place. So as far along as I'm moving to the left, my numbers get bigger. If I go backwards and move to the right, my numbers get smaller. We know hundreds place is bigger than the ones place. So if I move to the left, it gets bigger. Move to the right, numbers get smaller. So what is the difference between each place value? If I jump from ones to the tens place, I will always multiply by 10. So anytime I'm moving from one place value to the next, I'm multiplying by 10. So that means the tens place is 10 times greater than the ones place. So if I move from tens to hundreds place, I multiply by 10. So anytime I move one place value on the chart, I multiply by 10. So if I was to move from ones place to the hundreds place, what do you think that would be? I would multiply by 100 because I'm moving 2 places. I'm jumping ones to tens and then tens to hundreds. So I'm going to multiply by 10 again. So if I do that, I'm multiplying by 10 2 times. 10 times 10 is 100. So if I jump one time on the place value chart to the left, I'm multiplying by 10. If I jump 2 times, I multiply by 100. So if I was to jump 3 times, what do you think I will multiply by? I would multiply by 100 because I would then multiply by 10 3 times. It would be 10 times 10 times 10 because I jumped 3 times to the left, ones, tens, from the ones to the tens, that's one jump. Tens to the hundreds, that's another jump. And 100 to 1,000 would be 3 jumps. and that would be 10 times 10 times 10, which equals 1,000. Okay, so let's review quickly. Okay, again, so let's review. If I jump one time on the place value chart, so if I'm at the thousands place and I jump to 10,000s place, that's times 10 because I only jump one time. One jump times 10 to the left. If I jump two times to the left, that's times 100 because that's two jumps. That would be 10 times 10, which equals 100. So if I jump one here and then one here two times, that would be 100. If I jump three times, which is thousands to 10,000s, that's one jump. That's times 10. 10,000 to 100,000, that's another jump. That's times 10. And if I jump a third time, that would be times 10 again. And 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1,000. So we know the value. Now, if you go backwards on the place value chart, which is to the right, you would divide by 10 because the numbers are getting smaller. Remember, if you move to the left on the place value chart, the numbers get bigger. If you move to the right, the numbers get smaller. So if I was to jump from 10s to 1s, I would divide by 10 because I only jumped one time and I'm going to divide by 10. If I jump two times to the right, that would be divide by 100. If I jump three times to the right, that would be divide by 1,000. So the three main things you need to remember when moving along the place value chart, if you jump one place value to the next, that's times 10 to the, if you're jumping to the left. If you jump two times to the left, that's times 100. If you jump three times to the left, that's times 1,000. Now, if you're jumping to the right, the numbers get smaller. You're going to divide by 10. So it's the same thing. If you jump one time to the right, you divide by 10. If you jump two times to the right, you divide by 100. If you jump three times to the right, you divide by 1,000. So the difference between one place value to the next is 10. It's either going to be 10 times greater or 10 times smaller. So either 10 times bigger if you jump to the left, 10 times smaller if you jump to the right. Okay, the other thing we're going to go over is anytime you're reading the place value chart to the right and you have the decimal, one number to the right of the decimal is the tenths. Two numbers to the right of the decimal is the hundredths place. Three numbers to the right of the decimal is the thousandths place. So when you read a number, make sure you read the last number to the right of that decimal. So if I was just reading just to the right of the decimal, if it was just a 2 and a 3, that would be 23 hundredths because I'm going to read the last place value. If it was just a 2, 3, and a 4, it would be 234 thousandths because I'm always going to read the last place value to the right of the decimal. Okay, so we've gone over the place value chart some more and talked about the relationship of the values of the numbers on the place value chart, and we discussed more about the decimals. For homework, I want you to create three numbers that go at least to the hundredths place. So create three numbers that go at least to the hundredths place. At least create one that goes to the thousandths place. But remember, all you have to know is tenths, hundreds, thousand. So create three numbers that go at least to the thousandths place and write these numbers in word form and expanded form. And if you need to review that, go watch the first video that talked about writing in word form and expanded form. Okay, guys, good luck on your homework, and I will see you in the morning.